Well, just yesterday, the New Hampshire government lost someone very important and dear to them, as well as to the entire state. Van McLeod, the longest-serving commissioner in New Hampshire government history, died yesterday in Concord Hospital. McLeod was first confirmed to the position of commissioner back in 1992. Throughout his tenure in state government, he was a tireless champion for culture in all of its forms. He was as well known for his humor and compassion as he was for his devotion to supporting culture around the entire state. Greg Uchrin, the COO of YCN, remembers him as a fellow artist in the Artists in the Schools program, where they both participated starting in the late 1970s. He remembers him for his positive, can-do attitude and his counselor nature, which was reflected in this clip from a Capital Connection show last year.
So your mission has always been on how we support the communities, but there's got to be background noise in one administration versus the other.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, part of my job is to interact with the legislature, obviously budget issues, but other issues as well, and with other commissioners. And actually, I was one of the ones that helped found the commissioners group, which gets together. So now commissioners in the state are actually talking to each other and working with each other for the people we work for, which are the citizens. It certainly has gone through all kinds of shifts and changes. Sort of when I first came home to New Hampshire, and I'm a native here in Warner, New Hampshire, born in Concord, but lived in Warner at that time. When I came back, I started the Kearsarge Theater Company in Warner. Mm-hmm. My first thing was I went to the State Arts to the tourism office and said, "I'm here, let's work with each other." And they said, "Oh no, you don't belong here, you belong over there with those arts folks." So a lot of my work has been done with cultural and heritage tourism. And that is something that is going very strongly now because, in fact, New Hampshire's cultural industry is, in fact, a part of the visitor industry as well. It's one of the major reasons why people come here to New Hampshire, or one of the major things they do when they are here. We are also involved with, with business. So we work a lot with DRED and economic development folks because, especially as you look at not only arts, but libraries, a lot of local libraries have places where citizens go into, and businesses are started there. And we've seen a growth in libraries. In Portsmouth, for example, there are rooms that are dedicated where people can actually get together and have meetings that start businesses. In our Historical Resources Division, there are tax credits. So if somebody is renovating a building in Newmarket, the mill that was renovated there got a substantial amount of money through tax credits because they took care of the historic infrastructure. And those are the things that I think are important from the government side, is how do we interact with other departments in state government? How do we interact with the governors in the legislature? But, legislatures, I don't mean to be flippant with it, and governors come and go. So our job is to make sure that the stories that we tell are consistently not only telling the truth, but are positive so legislators can see what's happening at the grassroots, which is where it's really at here in New Hampshire.
The entire Capital Connection show with Van can be found at YCNnow.com. We at YCN wish to pay our condolences to Van's family and especially his wife Joan and their daughter. Calling hours are 4 to 8 p.m. on Thursday at Bennett Funeral Home in Concord, and services will be held on Friday at 10 a.m. at St. Paul's Church Episcopal Church in Concord.